here in Laramie, which is a local institution selling all kinds of Western gear. But Old West shootout, Sean Ogirri style.
You can bet he's not wearing cowboy boots out there. It's one thing to be a good shooter, but it's another to know how to get to your shot. This kid has a great feel, and all he needs is a crack of daylight to let it go. The only chance you have there is to keep it out of his hands or have high hands when he catches it and try to disrupt that shooting rhythm. He is 12 for 20 in his last 2 games. And this one is not even halfway over yet, Mike. He has just been hotter than a true pistol, as they say back home.
For perhaps youngsters watching Ogirri, what about his catch, his release, his preparation to shoot? What stands out to you?
He's got great footwork. When that ball's in the air to him, his feet are in the air. It's a technique called ball in the air, feet in the air, and when it hits his hands, those feet are set, and he rhythms right to his shot. Again, he's a little unique in how quick he drops his hands. Great rebound by Calvinari there, not being able to finish, but usually all great shooters hold that follow through and stay in their shot. This kid just chunks it up there, but he does have great footwork getting to his shot. In fact, BYU now has changed their matchups. They have Jackson Emery, the best defender of the 2 guards, on him, and have put Fredette on Ewing. With this Wyoming backcourt, it's kind of picture poison.
What a read by Ewing! Like a free safety, reading the quarterback's eyes.
He was. He read that all the way, and you can't guard that. And Ewing gets a couple of those a game where he just creates offense. Ogirri is a great shooter. Ewing comes at you in a lot of different ways offensively.
James Anderson up and over Adam Waddell.
James Anderson has come along as a freshman. That was a nice speed, took his time. He had Waddell deep in the paint and just kind of backed him in and went over that right shoulder to an easy 2. That is normally Ryan Dermody's shot there, catch and shoot from 3 at 6'8".
Tough turnaround in the lane for Fredette.
I talked about Fredette getting to his middle game and being under control and being strong. There you see him get to the paint, gather himself, and go up for a turnaround J. I'm not sure, was a technical called here?
Was it against Heath Schroyer? It was. Technical foul against Heath Schroyer.
Well, Heath had a powwow with the officials before that last time out, and this is a veteran group. I think he was talking about carrying the ball, which has been a point of emphasis by these officials, not this 3, but all officials in the last couple of years. And this group of veteran officials will usually let you have your say to a certain point, and then they kind of draw a line in the sand, and Coach Schroyer must have went over that line.
Lee Camard calmly tuning out this crowd and swishing the first technical foul free throw.
Lee Camard, another guy we talked about, Brandon Ewing closing in and setting so many records. Lee Camard also closing in on a couple outstanding records in his BYU career. Most games played, most consecutive games. You know, one of the things I hear from NBA scouts, they're a little worried about Lee Camard's spindly type body. How about he's never missed a game in his BYU career? And a lot of that comes from big heart and great toughness. Lee Camard is an outstanding competitor and a really tough kid.
And doing it at the other end of the floor, blocking Ewing.
You know, Camard, and I've said this all along with all of the other compliments I've paid him, he is one of the most alert defenders away from the ball in the league. Had a great block against the 7'2" Luke Neville in that last game at BYU. And there again, a very alert play away from the ball, coming to take an easy basket away from Ewing.
Down the last 90 seconds.